Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat the AJARAKAN in Monster Hunter Wilds. This boss is weak to water and ice damage, and you'll likely have a water weapon at this point, which will make things a bit easier. Now this boss is really fast, so we gotta use a lot of different strategies here to get the most out of our damage, and there's a lot of things that we gotta take advantage of, like cold drinks, which will keep us alive. Now at the start, we actually had to fight two. This is all about just surviving, so just don't take as much damage as you can. Avoid them at all costs, and then it'll get into a 1v1 attack. Now we can actually stun it out of a lot of its attacks, which is really nice. I'm just using the sword and shield here, and I found this to be nice because you're very agile against this. You got to dodge a lot of its throwing attacks as well as its front reaching attacks here. So typically sticking to the backside is going to be your best advantage, and trying to attack its arms or wherever you're able to set up the wounds, but its tail and kind of backside work very well for dealing damage to it. The best places to attack are its front arms, its head, as well as its tail and the tip of its tail, where you can set up wounds pretty easily. Now, some items that will be very useful here are things like puddle pods or even frost pods. So if you got anything that's going to be able to deal damage like that, you'll be able to cool this boss down so that you can deal a bit more damage to it. It's also relatively easy to get on its back too, so if you got any attacks that launch you up, you'll be able to take advantage of that. Now again, going after its face is going to be a good idea here because of the extra damage. The face, arms, tail, and the tip of its tail. Now, there's a lot of different areas that you can kind of cheese it with the environment here. Like you can see there was a ledge, so we were able to make it attack and not even hit us. It'll also bury its head into the ground near the later parts of this fight and continually heat itself up. So you do have to have cold drinks here. You can see my health is getting depleted pretty quickly because of the fire damage. But there is chill mantle bugs around, so you can go and grapple those. I'd recommend just going on your mount at this point to grab those. But you can see here, we were able to set up a few wounds, and that attack to the head was able to knock it out, which is perfect because I got this perfect rush attack off here. But yeah, there's a few times where you can actually stun this boss out of its attacks when it reaches up. But for the most part, you actually just want to dodge to the side and away from it because it's going to hit really hard. Now you can set up attacks here that's going to paralyze it, which will make this a whole lot easier. And you can see the tail's got a weakness on it. I should have been going for the tail there, but there was other wounds that I was trying to inflict on it. And yeah, for the most part, it's best to stick in towards its legs and to the backside, because you can see here, you can dodge right through it and stay alive so much easier. So yeah, use whatever attacks you got on its weaknesses here, and watch out for this attack here where it starts to roll up in a ball. I got lucky there where I was able to stun it out of it and then pull off this combo here, which just made things a little bit easier for us. But for the most part, you got to be fast, dodge roll towards the backside of it, get into the safe positions, attack its tail, head, and arms, and you'll be able to take down the AJARAKAN in Monster Hunter Wilds. If this video is useful, please hit the subscribe button below.